Hey guys, Lindsay here. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a little tag video. I saw this on Alexandria's channel not too long ago. She created this tag, Eyes of Alexandria. I'll have her channel linked above, and I'll have her video linked down below. She created this and I thought it was so much fun. I've been wanting to do some kind of like a makeup wish list style video, and this was such a fun, creative way to do it. So yes, I definitely wanted to film this for you guys. So she called it the Blind Faith Makeup Tag. And basically the principle of it is if you basically lost all of your makeup and you had to repurchase everything, but the items that you purchased could not be anything that you had tried before, what would you pick? I've been kind of like trying to come up with things along since she posted that video. And then Annette did this tag. I think I watched hers like just yesterday or something, and I mentioned on hers, I was like, yeah, I just need to kind of like think of the list so that I know what I want to say. So I finally sat down and like got something for every category, so I'm ready to go. So I kind of just went like in the order of how I do my makeup. So I think I got everything. If I missed something, what can you say? But I think I thought of every type of step, and literally I have not tried a single thing on here. So starting off first with primer, that is a complete easy one for me, and that is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I have been wanting to try that Tatcha primer forever. I've had it in my cart multiple times. I've thought about getting the little small miniature version. I almost got it during the last like VIB sale. I just for some reason haven't bought it yet, but everybody that uses it loves it. I just haven't been able to like convince myself to spend the money yet, but I want that so bad. So yes, I would totally buy that in a heartbeat. Okay, so next up we have foundation, and if you guys know me, I've mentioned previously that I'm not a big foundation fan. I'll wear it for like videos, I'll wear it for photos, but in my day-to-day life, I'm more of a tinted moisturizer kind of girl, even like maybe a BB cream if it like sits nicely on the skin. I feel like foundation looks really heavy on me. So I've seen and heard pretty good things about the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. I feel like, you know, if you're willing to spend a little more money on something like that, it's probably going to have really good, like, you know, decent coverage as far as like covering and evening things out, but also not looking cakey, not getting oily. So I feel like I've heard good things about that one. It definitely is something that interests me, and I would definitely buy it if I had to just go off of not ever trying something. And then for concealer, I would go with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I feel like I hear people talk about that all the time. Obviously, I've tried things like Tarte Shape Tape. I've tried the Makeup Revolution one. I almost said the Jeffree Star Concealer, but I think that would be a little too heavy for my liking. And everybody says the NARS, the creamy one, is very hydrating, and I kind of need that for the under eyes. So I think I would go with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. For powder, I kind of had a tie here because I really am not 100% sure. I would either go with the Fenty setting powder or the Hourglass powder. Both of them, again, I've heard nothing but good things about. I mean, obviously, I don't think I would put anything on this list if I hadn't been hearing good things about it. So it's kind of a given. But I definitely want to try one of those sometime in the future. So I would buy one of those in a heartbeat. For bronzer, I think I would go with Fenty as well. I like that she has such a great range of colors for her bronzers, so I think I could find a really good tone. Personally, I think I'd probably want to buy like two bronzers, one that's a bit more cool tone to kind of maybe even contour with, and one that's kind of the more warm, kind of bronze me up type of look, like I've got a little sun-kissed glow going on. So yeah, I definitely want to try one of her bronzers, so that would be one that I would absolutely buy if I had to repurchase something I'd never tried before. For contour, I went with, even though I just said I would totally go with a lighter cool toned Fenty bronzer, if I was picking strictly contour, I really want to try that Kevyn Aucoin contour color that I remember, I think, was it It's Likely Makeup? I don't remember. Somebody used to rave about this Kevyn Aucoin color. It's their sculpting, contouring, shadow, or whatever contour. But I remember hearing people say that it was really good, especially if you had a more fair skin tone, because it was that nice cool tone, but it doesn't look gray or muddy. So yeah, I definitely would want to try that one. For blush, I was trying to figure out what blush to go with. I'm not a huge like, I like blush, but I have plenty of great blushes, and I have really good drugstore blushes. So I figured if I'm gonna try something new, maybe go a little bougie, and I would love to get one of the Natasha Denona blushes, whether it's a duo or a palette or something. But I would love to try one of the Natasha Denona blushes, mostly just because I've always wanted to try something from her. And I feel like everybody that's gotten their like face products, the Natasha Denona face products, has said really good things about it. And that cherry kind of toned palette that they had, I think that would have been way too dark for me, but it was so beautiful. I really wanted that. I just could never justify spending the money on it. Highlight is another one where I kind of had a little tricky time finding a good one because I'm a really big indie highlight fan. I mean, clearly you guys see me pull out a Collective Cosmetics highlight in almost every video. So I was trying to think more in terms of something I could pick up at Sephora. So what I ended up deciding on was the Fenty Killawatt highlighters. So I do have the Fenty, the Diamond Dust, Diamond Powder, this one. I have this one, which is a completely different formula from her other highlighters because it's more just like sparkly fairy dust on your cheeks. But I've never tried her Killawatt highlighters, and I feel like those are completely raved about. And I do feel like when people have used them, they are more of that like frosty blinding type of highlight, which is what I prefer. Definitely I would go for one of the lighter ones so that it could be more of that frosty type of glow. Usually I go for like a lighter, if she doesn't have like a white, I would go for like a lighter pinky peachy type of color. But yes, I would definitely go with her Killawatt highlighter. I love the Fenty products that I have tried, so I have no doubt that I would love the rest of them. For brows, that was definitely another no-brainer for me. It's the Urban Decay Brow Blade. That's the one that's the pencil on one side and the pen on the other. It's another item that I've had in my cart and just kept passing on for some reason. It's like $24 for the brow pencil, and I have plenty of brow products already. I really don't need it, but I want it so bad. Because I don't have a lot of brow hair, like the pens. I really love pens. I don't know if they still have them, but Milani used to have brow pens, and so I still have one of those that's kind of like on its last leg, but I still keep using it. Those for me are great for like a quick touch up and go, and I like the combination of having a pencil to give a bit more depth, because when you don't have a lot of brow hair, sometimes a pen stroke can kind of soak into your skin a little bit, and so it ends up coming off a little bit lighter. So for me, what I like to do is a combination of some kind of pencil to kind of sketch things out, and then do the little accent strokes with the pen. Right now I've been using that little cushion, iconic cushion that we got, this guy, that we got from a BoxyCharm. It's like a little cushion brow thing. I've just been using the actual ink part in that with my Anastasia brush, and essentially doing the same thing, but when you have it kind of all in one little nice convenient package, it's super easy. So yeah, I really want to try that one day. For eyeshadow, I went back to Natasha Denona for eyeshadow, again for the reason of I've always wanted to try her stuff, but I've never been able to commit to that kind of money being spent on one eyeshadow palette. If I had to pick which one I wanted to try though, for a while there, I would have said the gold palette 100%. As much as I don't really wear golds very often, I mean, here I am wearing a gold eye look, but I like a variety of colors, so you wouldn't think that would be the one that I would gravitate towards, but there's something about that palette that just kind of draws me in. And I know a couple of my friends have done the comparison between the Alter Ego palette, so I might actually pick that up one of these days just to kind of get that whole color story in my collection. But they do have that new Sunset palette, and that one is really beautiful too. So I think I might go with the Natasha Denona Sunset palette if I had to just pick one palette to repurchase out of everything that I've never tried before. For liquid liner, I ended up going with the Inglot liner just because I've been hearing about Inglot liners for years and I've just never ever used it. So I'm thinking that little, like, is it a gel or is it a pot? I don't even fully know. But I feel like I've watched people do these gorgeous, like, very matte, deep black lines, and they have a lot of control with the brush. I don't know if it's a gel or if it's like a cream, but I really, really want to try it. Or is it like that they use it with the Duraline? Honestly, see, like I said, I don't even know. I just know that I've watched people use it and it just looks like it's really easy to use to get that nice crisp, like bold black wing. There's this one person I follow on Instagram, I can't even remember the name right now, but she uses the Inglot liner a lot, and she uses it with like the bent liner brush. So I kind of like want that combo, a bent liner brush with the Inglot liner, and try to do my own little wings. You know, maybe I would have better control with like the size of the wings. Yeah, that'll probably never happen. For a pencil liner, I definitely would go with the Linda Hallberg Mood Crayons, because I've mentioned this before, I've been totally interested in those mood crayons forever. So in a heartbeat, I would pick up those. I'd probably pick up one of the sets that has all the different colors because I love a good colorful liner. And I've, again, heard nothing but good things about those. They're just a little pricey for my liking. For mascara, this is actually a new one, and I really didn't think I would be saying a Too Faced mascara in this video because I've kind of just been burnt out on things like the Better Than Sex mascara. But I've seen enough videos just in the past couple of days where people have tried out that new Damn Girl mascara that Too Faced came out with. And I'm pretty impressed by it. Like, I want it desperately. When you watch somebody like Wayne Goss use it and even he's impressed by it, I trust him. So if he's impressed by it, then I know that it's not just somebody BSing for the camera. And it definitely looks like more of the style of wand that I like, which is a big kind of thicker, bulky wand. I, like volume, but I also like thickness because I feel like my lashes are long, but they're very sparse. So I need that help. And so I think that would do a really good job. But yeah, every video I've seen where somebody has tried it out, they've all been blown away by it. So I want it. I want it bad. I don't remember if Alexandria did lashes in her video, but I included it on my list just because I was kind of like going down the line thinking of products that I put on my face and everything. So I was trying to think of a pair of lashes or a brand of lashes that I would want to try that I hadn't tried before. And so Beauty Bean has been using bold face lashes a lot, and I always love her looks, and she always likes the big fun, like fluttery, bold lashes. So I think I would go with a pair of bold face lashes just to try those out because I generally like the vibe of her lashes and her looks and how it pulls everything together. So I think I would like those lashes. And last but not least for lip, I wasn't really sure if I was supposed to do like one for every type of category, lipstick, lip gloss, blah, blah, blah. So I just did lip in general. And so I'm kind of leaning more towards the lip gloss side of things because there was one that really stuck out in my mind that I've been dying to try. And that is the Bite Beauty, their French press lip glosses. I definitely want one of the nudes, potentially the flat white one, but if that one's too light, then there's one that's like the next darkness up that's like vanilla latte or something like that. I don't know, but I want one. Everybody always raved about how delicious they were, like as far as the scent goes, but they're very beautiful, very hydrating, and I really just want to try some Bite Beauty lip products. I never have, and I've always wanted to. Like I kind of want their agave lip mask. I mean, really, I could just buy anything from Bite Beauty lip related, and I think I would be happy. Okay, so that's it. I feel like we zoomed through this faster than I thought I was going to. I hope I didn't miss anything. But yeah, I guess that's it. So if you have a channel, feel free to do this tag. I think it's kind of fun just to think of what you would repurchase in terms of things you've never ever tried before, literally just going off of, other people's recommendations. But yeah, if you don't have a channel, feel free to leave some of your kind of things that you would like to try in the comments below if you had to pick something you'd never tried before. And if you've tried any of the items that I mentioned, feel free to let me know if you think they're actually worth the money, specifically things like the Natasha Denona, like the face and the eye products, and that Damn Girl mascara. All right, guys, so that is all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.